So I was playing the dozens, right? And Grace Seegers told me, my mama's so black, when she gets in the car, the check oil light comes on. I mean, he could have said something funny like, my mama's so black, she got a part-time job as a shadow. Because to tell you the truth, my mama is kind of black. I mean, my mama's so black, they sent her away to college when she was 15. They called her the little black Spelman super genius in the newspaper clippings that I've seen, but she never graduated. Because even though my mama was black and bright when she was 18 years old, God turned out her lights, blinded her, cast her into a permanent night by unscrewing the bulbs from her eyes until the world was as deep and dark as my mama was. They called it keratoconus. Her corneas came to a point like a football until they finally tore. They told her her only hope was the 1 in a million chance that they could find 2 eyes for a cornea transplant, but my mama don't break. My mama's so black, she called it a temporary setback. She called it a test of faith. She promised anyone who asked or was willing to listen that she was going to see again. My mama's so black, she refused canes, dogs, disability checks, learning Braille. She said her God don't fail, so she dropped out of school and went home to answer the telephone for her daddy's taxi cab stand. And for 3 years, there she was, former wunderkind turned taxi dispatch, trapped in a midnight nightmare as dark as her ebony skin. And then one night, the phone rings. My mama so black, her useless eyes didn't even shed tears when they told her her daddy had been killed in a head-on collision with 2 men high on cocaine and drunk off backwoods gin. But my mama so black, she still prayed for them. And when she went to the hospital, she refused to leave. She said she could hear God whispering, and she wanted to listen. And when somebody asked her name and she told them, they said, wait, are you the same Dorothy Harriot who's on the list for an eye transplant? Because we thought we found a match, but all we could reach was some closed-down taxi stand. My mama's so black, she didn't even care to know if those 2 barely used transplanted eyes came from the guy who killed her father or the one who was on the passenger side. But she black. So she knew. My mama got her vision back by missing her father's funeral. And keratoconus is progressive and genetic. So when, not if I go blind, I'll still remember my mama's black face when she walked across that stage and they gave her her college degree 13 years late. If she would have rolled up in a ball and decided to stop trying when she lost her eyes or when her daddy died, she would have still been blind. But see, my mama's so black, my mama's so strong, she made God turn her motherfucking lights back on. So, when I play the dozens, I don't take offense, because I just pray that one day I'll be as black as my mama is.